Hey there, welcome back to Melanie Loves Death Metal. Just got the classic old death metal collection update today. Yeah, just got a bunch of stuff that I haven't shown on here in a while. Some of the stuff I've had for quite a while, and I figured I pulled it out today. And I was like, why not talk about it in a video? And I also showed off one of them in the latest room tour. Literally what it was, video. So if you haven't watched that, go ahead and check it out. Got a lot of good feedback on it. A lot of people liked that type of video. In fact, one comment asked me to do more vlogs, and no, I don't really have that exciting life to do vlogs. I do literally the same stuff every single day. I wake up, shower, take my dogs out, take my son to school, although today's his last day of school, so I don't have to do that for a while. And then I go to work and I sit in this room all day long, and then when I'm done with work, I go out there, and depending on what the day of the week it is, I either just sit out there with the kids and hang out until dinner time, walk the dogs, sit on the couch all night, go to bed, or I run errands and do other stuff. So my life is very boring. I don't do anything at all. And on the weekends, same thing. We swim, go to parks, stuff like that, whatever else. My vlogs would be boring as hell. But I am traveling next month. I'm going to be gone for 2 weeks. So while I'm doing that, I'm planning to make some stops at record stores if I'm able to find the time to do it. So if I do that, I may do some recording and vlogging and talking about those stores. Similar to what Simon from Explosive Action has done in the past on his videos, which you should subscribe to him. He makes good content. One of my favorite YouTubers. So I might do something like that. But yeah, I'm not going to do more vlogs. I'm not that interesting. So anyway, let's go ahead and get started. I've got 2 tapes and then several CDs. And the 2 tapes I actually just got yesterday. So shout out to Paul from Corpse Crystal again. I actually ordered this one and then he threw in a couple of other free ones. So I'm planning to do a giveaway, and I'm actually going to keep one because I don't actually own this particular album on tape, but I do have it on vinyl. So this is one of my favorite death metal bands at the moment. Just calling it out there. I know that a lot of people think that they're overhyped. I don't understand that mentality, but whatever. And I just think they're phenomenal live, fun group of people. I love their album that they put out a couple of years ago, and I just wanted more of their stuff. So Corpse Crystal just released this new repressing of Frozen Souls Encased in Ice. This is their EP demo. I can't remember which one it was. That originally came out on Maggot Stomp several years ago, and has now since been repressed on vinyl. I think there's a CD and then tape. So Paul had sent me one previously in this big package that I got from him, of one version where it was like a smoky tinted tape. Hello there, animals. They decided to come in and join. If you watched my last video, you know them. But he also had another version that just dropped, and I had to have this. It is this like UV all over print tape. So I bought this. I definitely had to have it. I just think it looks awesome. And then the J card is very simple, and you're probably wondering what happened here. I really messed up my pinky. It's all effed up right now. So doing this video should be fun, showing you things, because I'm pretty immobile when it comes to this hand. And this is my writing hand and the hand that I do everything with. So this has been a bit of a pain, but shit happens. So yeah, so I bought this, and then he actually threw in another repressing that he did. Cryptovice. This is their first release, their first full length that they released on Century Media a couple years ago. Again, one of my favorite albums to come out in recent years. I still listen to this all the time, and I oddly enough didn't have this on tape. I did originally purchase the tape when it first came out on Century Media a while ago because the vinyl was so delayed and sold out and whatever else, so I bought it originally on tape, and then I was able to find a vinyl pressing, a first pressing, a couple weeks later on, I think I got it from, it wasn't Meteor Gem, and it wasn't Vinyl Altar. I can't remember. I'm bad at this. Anyway, I got it from a local record shop through Discogs for retail price. So then after that, I sold my Frozen Soul tape because I didn't think I needed on more than one format. But Paul sent me this one, so these are available on Corpse Crystal. He has repressed these into several different colors, or a couple different colors. He sent me one of each, so I opened this one because I'm going to keep this for my own personal collection. It is this frosty ice blue pro printed tape, and then the J card is the awesome artwork, similar to what you get with the vinyl. And then there is another white version that he sent me that I'll probably use for a giveaway or something. So speaking of, I am about 2 subscribers from 2,000 subscribers. So if you like what you're watching, go ahead and subscribe. And then once I hit 2,000 subscribers, I'm going to do a giveaway for my subs only. And it's international, all over the place, not just US. So anyway, back to this. I love this. I popped it in my tape deck. I listened to it when I got it. So thank you so much again, Paul, for this. I was really excited about this. So now I own this on tape again, once again, and then the vinyl. So yeah, Frozen Soul, like I said, is one of my favorite death metal bands right now. Really excited for them to make new music. I unfortunately had to miss them on this last tour when they came through the Florida area. I'm really sad about that. So I'm hoping that they come through again, because I would love to see them in concert, because I know that they put on a good show. A group of my friends went to the Dying Fetus show out in their local area last week, and they just raved about how awesome Frozen Soul was live. So I'm really excited to see them. And so then, and just so you know, the Encased in Ice CD version is also on Corpse Crystal, which Paul also sent this to me, and I'm probably just going to keep it because it sounds good, and why not have more than one format? So this is awesome. So go over to Corpse Crystal if you're looking for that stuff. Buy it. Support an awesome underground label. Alright, so we will start with the CD that I showed in my last video just briefly while I was showing you guys my CD player here. I did get the newest repressings of Exhumed Slaughter Cult. This is their second full length. It came out like in the early 2000s. I don't know exactly when they repressed this, but it was fairly recently. It doesn't say on the back. I think it might have been within maybe this year. So this is out on Relapse. It was sold out when I was trying to look for this. So then I actually think I found this on Vinyl Altars. Discogs. So if you are in the Philadelphia area, hit up Vinyl Altar. It's an amazing record store. Very good attention to detail and care when they ship stuff, and just in general has an all-around awesome metal selection. And yeah, keep the brick and mortar shops still in business. Try to order from them as much as possible. So it's this little fold-out booklet of the amazing imagery, and then some lyrics on that side. So I really love Exhumed. It's probably, in terms of that grindcore gore grind phase, I mean, there is some, obviously, that death metal element in there as well. This is probably one of the bands that really introduced me to that genre of music, and the one that I still really enjoy. Also, Matt Harvey's just an incredible musician. And I've seen them in concert a couple of times now, and they put on such a good show. So I wouldn't say I'm like a huge mega fan. Oh, there's some awesome pictures in the back. For some reason I didn't notice that. Anyway, I was listening to this in my video the other day. Such a good album. Probably one of my favorite ones that they've put out, and along with their first album, and then some of their newer albums that have come out lately have been pretty good too. So amazing band. I love Exhumed. Again, you should definitely see them in concert if you don't. If you haven't yet, do it, because they put on a great show. They sound amazing, but they've got, you know, the nurse guy that walks around with the chainsaw and sprays the blood on the crowd and stuff like that. It's a really good time. So I think I saw them around Halloween about 3 years ago, and it just set the mood right for Halloween. It was a really, really good show. So, all right, the next CD that I've had for probably over a month now, maybe even more, is the new Coagulate that just got released on Sewer Rot Records. This is their rehearsal demo of 2022, as you can see. So Coagulate is a newer death metal band. They've put out a record previously on Rotted Life Records, and I'm blanking on the name of it, and it's a really, really good album. one of the underground death metal bands that I really enjoy. They've been on Ken's Death Metal Crypt, blah blah blah. And Andrew of this band is also one of the part owners of Sewer Rot Records. I believe they're based out of Minnesota now. So they finally put out some new music. It's been a while, with the exception of a 4-way split that they did last year. So this again is a live rehearsal demo. There's only 2 songs on it. I was kind of bummed about that. Was hoping there maybe have been a little bit more. But yeah, it came out on CD and tape on Sewer Rot. I don't know if these are sold out yet, but yeah, a very death doomy band. This sounds really, really good. I'll be honest with you, I forgot that it was a live rehearsal demo. Like, as I'm listening to it, like you can't really tell all that much. And as you guys know, I've said on here several times, I'm not a huge fan of live recordings, although I've been buying a lot of them lately, especially these bootlegs that are just really fun to have. But this sounds really good. And I really like the progression that this band has been, where they've been going with their sound and the types of music that they've been making. The longer, slightly more technical sounding songs with that doomy element added to it. So I am really excited for this band to finally release new music. So I was excited about this. Again, a little bummed it was only 2 songs, but I guess it's better than nothing. And you should definitely check this band out if you haven't yet. Really, really good stuff, especially if you're into that deathy doom sound of death metal. Underground label, support them. Sewer Rot's awesome, and they've shown me a lot of love over the year that I've been doing this stuff. So good stuff. And I believe this actually still might be available now that I think about it. At least maybe on CD. The tapes could be sold out. I don't know. All right, what do I want to talk about next? Go back and forth between old and new. How about that? I've got old school on here and I've got new school on here. So, got a split, picked up a split, just saw it was available on Hell's Headbangers, and I just threw it into a massive order that I did a while ago. So I've had this for a little while. Actually, I think this technically was just released not that long ago though, but they had it in stock, so they sent it with my order, which was nice. I think I got it before it was released. I don't remember the exact release date, but anyway, this is the new Nunslaughter and Blood split. So Nunslaughter, top tier band for me. Absolutely love them. I've been trying to get as much music by them as I possibly can, but they release a lot of music, a lot of splits, a lot of singles, and all of that stuff. So they've been doing this thing where they've been compiling all of them onto CDs and stuff like that. So I've been grabbing those instead of trying to buy them individually. I do have their other 2 full-length albums that are incredible. 2 or 3? 2. Anyway, so the split's really good. Nunslaughter is just doing what Nunslaughter does best. They've got 3 songs, all really great songs, but Blood is a band that I admittedly was not too familiar with. I've just never really actually listened to them too much. They're a band out of Germany. They're kind of like a death grind band. A little bit of grind elements in there. I think there's definitely death metal as well. So I really enjoyed their side of the split too. So that ended up being a good buy. This was a blind buy. I hadn't even heard it. I just threw it on there because it was Nunslaughter, and I liked the artwork. So Blood, again, they've been around for a long time, but I admittedly am just not super well versed on them. So this is admittedly the first thing that I've really probably actually ever heard by them. So don't get too upset with me here. But some really cool artwork, a really nice printed CD. I like when they print the artwork on the CD like that. So again, it's a really good split. Both bands do it really well. Honestly, I would say the Blood side is the songs that I found myself liking quite a bit. It must have just been hitting the mood right for me when I was listening to this. I listened to it again today, and again, Nunslaughter is just a phenomenal band, and I love all the music that they put out, including the old early demos and stuff like that. They've never put out anything that I haven't liked yet. So some pictures there for you guys to see. And one more. So really good split. I'm pretty sure this is still available too, so if you're looking for this, just go to Hell's Headbangers. I'm sure it's still available. Hell's Headbangers pushes out a lot of Nunslaughter stuff, and I think Blood actually might be on their label now too, or they have been for a while. I might be wrong about that, which somebody will tell me if I was. So anyway, yeah, this is good stuff. Check it out. Alright, so I'm saving the last one, the one that I was most excited about, for last. So this one was a buy based off of a live stream that I watched with Heavy Metallurgy a while ago now. where they had Simon from Explosive Action on, and they talked about Euro death metal, basically, and talked about all of the amazing 90s Euro death metal bands. And this one, I think, was it just 90s? It might have just been Euro death metal in general. I can't remember. But anyway, Simon just was listing off all these things, like, you got to have this is a must-have, and I was writing them down, and it was pretty much an ongoing joke in the stream because I was like, you guys are hurting my wallet. Well, I ended up only buying one thing, but I do still have the stuff written down. Some of the stuff is incredibly hard to find, super expensive to buy, including CDs. Like, I think cheapest rates I was seeing was like $40, and just can't pull the trigger for something like that. Other stuff was just bootlegs that were from China, and they were $7, so I was like, well, I'm not going to do that either. But I was able to snag this, and so this is Vomitory. Admittedly, I didn't have Vomitory in my collection. I did once upon a time when I was buying CDs. I know for a fact that this is now my second time that I've owned this. So this is Raped in Their Own Blood, and this also is a little bit of a comp because it has a demo on here as well. So got a 2 for there. This was put out on Metal Blade. I don't remember what pressing this was. And admittedly, I found this on Amazon, which I don't buy a whole lot of music from Amazon, if at all, but it was there, so I bought it. We all have those moment of weaknesses, all right? So anyway, it's just a digipack, which you guys know is my absolute favorite thing. But this one is actually a pretty nice one because it gives you a nice little booklet, and it's got the amazing lyrics and pictures and all that stuff. So crucial death metal to have in your collection. This album is fantastic. I don't remember when this came out. I have really bad memory of that stuff, and I probably, since this is a repress, it probably doesn't say in here. Oh, well, there's a nice message on the back of this. Okay, so this might have been from maybe 95. You MFers who stole our car stereo in Poland and during our visit in 1995, we're going to get you wherever you are. So yeah, apparently they got ripped off in Poland. So I'm assuming that was originally when this was released. I can't remember. It probably says in here. Yeah, there's like a whole history in here about when this was released and stuff like that. I'm not going to go through and read it. But anyway, 98 was when their first album, or their second album, Redemption, came out. Okay, I'm done. I'm not going to read anymore. But yeah, amazing, amazing Euro death metal. They are from Sweden. I should probably mention that. Good stuff. I feel like I probably don't need to explain a whole lot about this band. So now I need to go and get some other stuff because that is admittedly the only thing that I have right now. Finally, the last CD I want to show you guys is a release from Floga Records, and I went back and forth on what format I wanted to buy because they made a really nice vinyl box set. I think it was 3 vinyl, and then they made a really nice tape box set, and then they made a really nice CD booklet. And the prices were great for all 3, and I was able to get all 3 from either Hell's Headbangers or Meteor Gem or NWN. Like, they were pretty much in every distro record shop you could imagine. I finally just settled on the CD, because I only own this band on CD currently, with the exception of their newest record I did buy on vinyl last year, which I got it because it was just so cheap. But anyway, this is the Asphyx, what is this called? Abomination Echoes compilation box set that Floga Records recently just put out, and it is very nice. So this is a mix of demos and rehearsals and other various things. So they're early day recordings of Asphyx, right there, if you can just see what it is. So I got the really nice digibooklet where it's 2 CDs and then a really, really nice booklet in here. Really nice quality. And I'm okay with the decision I made. The tape box set looked really nice. The vinyl box set looked nice too, but I was in the mood for buying CDs, and it just, I don't know, it was just ended up being a good deal. So it has like a history in here of like the releases of their demos and stories and interviews and stuff like that. So really cool. I would say pretty much collector's item in this regard, because I don't know how much I'll listen to this a whole lot. I mean, I've listened to it twice now since I've gotten it, but when it comes to Asphyx, they're a band that really I just enjoy everything that they've put out so far. And they haven't really failed me too much in regards to their discography. So I thought this was a cool cool little item to add to my collection, so I was excited to have it. So this is available everywhere. I don't think this is sold out at all. So if you're looking for the tapes or the vinyl, I'm sure you'll be able to find it for decent pricing. As far as I know, Meteor Gem still had the box set. I know Hell's Headbangers has these in stock. Even Gurgling Gore was distroing this, so it's around. You'll be able to find it. But again, classic, iconic death metal here. Asphyx needs absolutely no introduction. You guys know Asphyx. So, which is funny because I don't ever talk about this band too much, but they did put out one of my all-time favorite 90s albums. And maybe one day I'll make a video talking about my all-time favorite 90s death metal records. And that also got me, and for whatever reason, I always associate Asphyx and At the Gates together, even though they're not even remotely close now. Maybe back in the day a little bit, but now, no. And it got me thinking, I don't really have any At the Gates stuff that I would like to have. I have one album, and that's it. And I don't enjoy all their albums, to be honest with you, but there's a couple that I want to get. So now I'm going through and making up lists of those early 90s death metal albums that I don't actually own on any media right now, and I definitely should, because they've been my all-time favorite albums that I've just been streaming for the last 20-something years, or however long digital streaming has been going on. So that is all that I have for today. Again, I effed up my finger. It got caught in my dog's collar, pulled away it shouldn't have. So I'm hoping I can do another video by this week, but no promises that there'll be a new video tomorrow. But I do have ideas for several other videos coming. But the one thing that I wanted to ask, if you've made it this long into this video, this 21-minute long video so far, is are there discography collections that you guys want to see? Like, I have all of Suffocation's albums. I've never talked about them really that much on here. Stuff like that, because those are some of my favorite YouTube videos that I search. Like, several YouTubers do videos like that where they just show like runs of all of the albums that they own by one particular band, just showing off their collection. And for whatever reason, that's probably some of my most searched YouTube stuff. So if you want to see videos like that, let me know. I might put a poll up on my community post asking like what bands you want me to show off first, because somebody commented on my last video that said more vlogs and show your Archgo collection, and I was like, I never really thought about making videos just like that weren't ranking videos. So let me know. Thank you guys for all the support, and once again, if you like what you're watching, you subscribe. 2,000 subscribers, a new giveaway will be announced. Hopefully that can be next week. So I'll see you in the next one.